All right, ladies and gentlemen, my name is Rudy. You're watching Alpha Investments on the old YouTube internet channel. And sit back, relax. We're cracking some gingerbread cookies. We're hoping they taste pretty good today. Otherwise, the patron's going to end up like this little dude with a sword stuck in him. And that's going to be me with something was shot on my head, though. I'm not sure. So, William W., also known as WW, W squared. Thanks for being a very kind patron. Good luck as we journey into the Eldraine land. The last collector box I did of Wild Eldraine, it turned out really good. Okay? The patron did really well. Hit apparently multiple confetti foils and anime cards and all this stuff. But I was incredibly harsh on the set because I kept saying, dude, there's not even a single rare in Eldraine that's over like $2-3, and how disappointing that was. And I was focusing on that. Well, even a lot of my own patrons were like, well, you know, Rudy, it's really not that big of a deal. I think your perspective is a little skewed. So that got my attention when my own page like, Rudy, you need to stop busting the chops of Eldraine on just, oh my god, I thought I can't even open these stupid, ridiculous to open packs. Oh my, do we actually have to use scissors for the first time ever? We may have to use, oh my gosh. Well, we may have to get a pair of scissors. I've never had to usually do that, but every once in a while, we get some of these incredibly difficult packs to open. So everybody was giving me a hard time, saying, Rudy, you gotta stop kind of attacking the product over just the value of the rare slot, because in Wizards' perspective, and Hasbro, which I think is fair, they want the regular common uncommons to be very cheap, so that the actual players and the people who want to play the card game have their cheap game pieces. And I said, okay, that's kind of that is a fair assumption there. But, you know, similar to the lottery card era of what? Zendikar? Or I'm sorry, Battle for Zendikar, Oath of the Gatewatch, Amon Kitty Cat, Hour of Dev, Kaladeshi. You know, I mean, similar to that era, you know, the idea is so that the rares, commons, and uncommons are cheap. Ooh, there's our first nice little hit there. We got a nice little mirror. Our first little mythic. So if the playable cards are cheap, but you have a slot with animes and confetti foils that are very expensive, that actually works out very well. Oh, all right. Realm Source Hellkite, okay. Grand Squall. Very nice for a 2 mythic pack there. So in theory, it's really not that big of a deal if you have something of financial. Should I go to the pool tabs now, or should I keep everybody all wound up? Although the pool tabs on this are barely visible. They barely do anything. We can try that. But anyways, it's an interesting concept. So it may be that Wizards is going back in this direction where they want all the cards to be very cheap as long as we have these, well, you know, lottery subset series, right? And if we have these subset fancy lottery series, well, we can afford to have regular cheap playable cards. That appears to be the angle of the Eldraine set. So it makes sense. I can't really argue against it. But at the same time, if like this video, all we get is these couple mythics right here with no confettis and no fancy animes, I mean, it's going to be really, okay. Well, geez, that just made me look like a Timmy now, didn't it? So, William, there we go. Our first confetti. We got an as foretold for the big old flashy confetti hit over there. Very nice hit. Oh, there. Wow. Holy smokes. What a pack. Soul Cauldron. Holy smokes, what a pack that is. So, it's been a kind of an interesting shift. And, you know, and I think I may have been right. In the last video, the patron hit all these confetti fools and did well. But I was very harsh on the value of, oh, very nice Ristic Study there. Nice little anime one. Oh, Scion of War. We got the beautiful Rowan there. Oh, and a flipping Soul Cauldron again. Holy crap. Okay, so this is a phenomenal video right now. Holy smokes. We are milking out. We are coming in milking with the mythics, and we got confetti. William, you are slaughtering the financial side of this box right now. Okay. And before we go too far, I know we're only a couple minutes in the video, but I do want to comment a few things. Obviously, I have about 500-600 boxes of Wild Eldraine collectors left, and I even put them on the monthly list for the patrons if they want to buy some for the 180 shipped. And this is one of the few times I was like, well, okay, look, I didn't sell them all at release. I'll put them on there for people. Let's see what happens. Because I had a funny feeling that, because based on at least the messages you all sent me, I had a funny feeling a lot of people are liking this set, but they're kind of like, I just want to get a better price. I want to see if we get a collapse. So this is a very strange situation. Ooh, I mean, dude, flipping Necro, man, from Ice Age. Charmed Apple. So what's happening is, I put it on the monthly list of the patrons so they can buy whatever they want, okay? And I am experiencing a steady stream of patrons buying like collector cases of a little mini collector, little gingerbread. So I have it for like 180s, like what is it, 189 shipped to your door. You get a double box little collector case of sealed 6 boxes. And like I've been moving like patrons like 1 or 2 cases a day. And that's really interesting. I even reached out and I sent a couple messages to some patrons like, hey, so what made you want to buy now but not at like release? I didn't raise or lower the price. And 3 of those individuals all said the same thing. And they said, honestly, Rudy, I just wanted to wait for release to go by a few days. And I wanted to see if the price was going to collapse. And Wild Eldraine actual prices have not collapsed at all. Actually, they downticked to like 190, and now they're back to about 200 plus tax on TCG Player. So, ooh, very nice one there. Not confetti foil, but a very nice one. Oh, land tax. Like these cards, like how is this a standard set that people think is like worthless and going to 0? Like, this is a standard set, and we just pulled a doubling season and a land tax in the same pack. No, this isn't a $50 a pack master set. Like, that's crazy. It just shows how distorted the market is. So I believe, like I was mentioning this before, the fact the subset is holding a lot of value and the mythics are, yes, the rares are very weak and oh my God, get out of here, bro. Dude. William, you just got hit with dude. Land tax confetti. As for told a flipping land, oh my God. Like, this is what makes a box opening fun, man. Nice little Virtue Legion there. So, again, we have all the normal playable cards, but when you have these subsets, and you have these mythics and anime that have the value kind of supplemented into it, as foretold, non-confetti, I mean, this is becoming very interesting. Now, I guess the big question is going to be, did Wizards overprint the living crap out of it? Are there going to be multiple waves and Amazon dumps into the holidays and it's all going to 0? Rawr. I just want to do like some creepy voice. Did that work? Kind of hurt my voice. Maybe not. Okay. Mana Flare. So that's kind of where I stand right now. Overall, like I said, I'm not really upset that I didn't sell all my collector boxes to patrons at launch. Sometimes sales just don't sell out. I think I'm just surprised. God, another Soul Cauldron? And a Ristic Study. Double Knight. Like some of these packs. Oh my God, and a Virtue. That was a 3 mythic pack, man. Like, it's just been very interesting to watch this market. It's a very confusing market. And, I bash on Hasbro more than anybody when I'm upset. Look at this. Repercussion. There's a nice foil mythic there. Oh, look at that. Kellen. I'm very vocal, outspoken, no censorship, whatever. I don't care. And it's just, there are times when it's frustrating, but there are other times when I'm like, okay, let's just stop for a moment and let's look at the product. They didn't jack the price up. Wilds of Eldraine is a beautiful sequel to Throne of Eldraine. The box prices did not get inflated like Baldur's Gate or Commander Masters or any of that crap. They left a normal price here, and they put in a lot of good value reprints, and we have an anime subset with a lot of value to chase after for the collectors and evil investors and the 3% beautiful ladies. And then you got Confetti Foil series, and you've got, well, a lot of these, these reprints. Look at these reprints. It's very interesting. By the way, that is a rest in peace at Rare. It's been very interesting, and I think that's maybe why I'm seeing a lot of people are very surprised that the prices aren't collapsing. Sure, single prices are kind of calibrating as all the supply hits the market. That's not a collapse. That's a normal calibration post-release. Virtue Strength, very nice. But we're not seeing any draft setter collector with panic selling. We're not seeing stores take major losses. We're not seeing any real movement that's been, there's like no collapse or anything. And that's what we all expected to kind of happen, right? That's just what we assume happens with every Magic set. So that's where we're at. If you watch TCG Player and you look at eBay, they're selling pretty beautiful Virtue Strain. I love the art on that. Oh, sneak. Look at these cards, man. Triple rares and I'm sorry. We just pulled 3 mythics in a row in this pack. A Virtue, a Sneak Attack anime from Urza's, and a flippin' Ashiokiara, Wicked Manipulator mythic, Planeswalker. Oh my, I'm sorry, a 4th mythic, a Scion of War. 4 mythics in that pack. So we have 2 confettis in this video. 4 mythics just in the last pack. So yes, while the common, uncommon, rare that I've been complaining about don't seem to have much value for the playability side or the financial side, there's a lot of playable cards. And of course, there's a larger, card pool and standard and the rotation. That's a whole other conversation video. But, I don't know. This is interesting because I guess when, oh man, that's so nice. God, that's so good looking. I wonder what that looks like in the confetti thing. Virtue, double mythic pack. Holy cow, I love the gingerbread guy. He looks so cool. So that's where it stands, folks. Obviously, print and run is going to be higher than the original Throne of Eldraine, because remember, that was the very first collector booster ever. But I don't know. Oh, Heuristic Study. Jeez, what a hit. I don't think we're going to see a collapse here. At least it's not looking like it. Another patron said, what this reminds me of, Rudy? This set reminds me of Kamigawa Collectors, where instead of the neon ink, we had kind of the anime subset kind of thing. And I was like, it kind of does, actually. You have like a little subset of value, and you have a lot of mythics and chase cards like Kamigawa. I don't know, it kind of feels like that. And remember, that prismatic's so beautiful. Look at the rainbow with all the artwork. You know what it reminds me of? Wizard of Oz. Like that kind of surreal fairy tale kind of landscape look. It's pretty cool looking, man. But that's one of those things where it's like, okay, Kamigawa, even to this day, through the bear market and everything, Kamigawa Collectors peaked at $300 a box, crashed to like $180, $90, double blind obedience, that's crazy. And today, Kamigawa Collectors are back up to like $230s, $240s. Like, they're doing really well. They're holding up really well for a product that's only been out, the Collectors have only been out of print for what, 12 months? 18 months? It's nothing. So, Nature's Will coming in hot. We got another Virtue, Devouring, Curiosity, and a Raid. So we're about to wrap up this video. I think the thing that's been shocking is, I guess for those of you who are made to the end of the video, the summary is there's a lot more financial value than I expected in this set, considering the rares, common, uncommon, have been diluted to no real financial value. Foils, non-foils, whatever it is. The other thing that's interesting is how much value is in this hidden anime subset, and the confetti foils doing really, really well. I didn't think it would do that well, but again, I guess Rudy underestimated the power of the animes and the waifus and all that fun stuff. Last pack in the video, William. Excellent video, man. Excellent, excellent. Oh, and a cauldron in the close. 3 cauldrons in one video, man. 3 cauldrons, 2 confetti foils. Great video, William. Thanks for being a very kind patron. Final comments, everybody. If you're our patron, I'm going to leave it on the monthly list so you can choose wherever you want. I'm going to try to leave these Wild of Eldraine collectors at least for the next week or 2. I don't know about next month or anything, because if this market stays stable and we do have an uptick, which it looks like we could, there's a chance right now, if we don't get a huge dump of Eldraino collector boxes, if you look at the depth of the market, especially in TCG Player, there's, we could easily see this thing go from like the 190s plus tax, like 195 plus tax or 200 plus tax. We could easily see this thing jump to 210, 220, 230 plus tax. So it is looking like we could have a 10 to 30% uptick in price, especially if a rare or another mythic, some combo or something happens, becomes tier 1, something pops along the lines. We could see a very quick market shift on these Wilds of Eldraine collectors. The feedback I've had so far from everyone who's purchased these from me has been off the chart positive. They love the art, the style, the feel, and honestly, this is the first time in a while people have been mentioning to me they're actually collecting like a confetti anime set type thing. You know, I haven't heard that in a long time. So we're going to talk about that in a regular discussion video. But what an awesome box opening today. I love videos like this where we have good chase, good hits and everything. It's just a fun experience for everybody. So as always, beautiful world out there, beautiful life. Surround yourself with positive people. Don't succumb to all the drama and negativity and bashing. It's just, nobody wins. Everybody just feels like crap. And like I said, have good people in your life. Put you on a good path. Have a beautiful day, everybody.